Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Thanks for stopping by. It is the end of May. It is Labor or Memorial Weekend, and this is the end of the month report. This is also a question and answer period. If you're on and you got something you want to ask, please go right ahead and ask. Don't worry about interrupting me when I'm talking because I like to hear from you. And anybody doing anything special on Memorial Weekend? And I just wanted to today I'll be doing a report on a quick report on May's activities. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? Glad you could join us. I'll be doing a quick. If you got anything you want to question or answer, just bring it up. Don't worry about interrupting me. I would prefer to talk to you anyway. But anyway, I'll talk about the May activities, plans for April, and I'll talk about. Did I say plans for April? Plans for June. Then I'll talk something about my favorite sports teams at the end, and a little bit about myself. This is question and answer, so go right ahead and ask anything you would like to ask. As of this going live today, we have 1,194 subscribers on the channel, so up 17 from last month. Appreciate everybody from the newest ones to the oldest ones who've been hanging around. Keep coming back. And we're going to get started here now. But before we do, let's go down there and hit that like button. And subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Help the channel grow some. Put some comments down there. Tell me what you like. What games do you play? Sports games, board games, war board games, whatever it is. Okay, in May, counting this broadcast, there have been 17 videos published. I think that might be a little short. I think it might have been 20. Let me see if I can bring that up real quickly without no, it is 17 counting this one, down somewhat from what I used to, but I have my reasons. I have slowed down a little bit on producing the channels. My live broadcast this month consisted of this one, the end of month report, and talking about 16 was earlier in the month, which is normally the second Sunday of the month, and we had a nice conversation in that one. People were with 3 or 4 people stopped by. We chatted up some about games and so forth, and that was pretty cool. PC games I played this month, I did one on American Truck Simulator, one on Euro Truck Simulator, and I did 2 videos on Tower Simulator 3. Tower Simulator 3 is the video that gets the most views out of anything that I publish out here on the channel. So that's going to stay around. Well, they're all going to stay around. And then I call it spinning videos. And every Saturday I release a video about the vinyl albums and music CDs that I listened to this week. I show you the media and I talk a little bit about each one. And then I tell you at the end which 2 each week that I liked the most. And that's fun. It's been going on for quite a long time. Tell your music friends, stop by, give it a listen. No, and then sports board games last month, a little bit slower. We replay baseball. I did one on my all franchise teams tournament. I did 2 on Inside the Crease Hockey. It's the 2006-2007 playoffs in that project. I did 1 on Fall Classic Baseball, which is the 1956 Yankees replay that I'm trying to see if Mickey can win the Triple Crown like he did in real life. Then I brought one back for that I haven't had out on the table for a long time. It's called Back to Basics Baseball, and I did publish one on the game 1 of the 1961 World Series between Cincinnati and the Yankees. That's a nice change of pace game. Check it out. War board games. I thought that was the last one. I did season ticket baseball. I did 1 game in the 1955 tournament championship. War board games, I did an unboxing of a new one that came out from GMT. It's called By Swords and Bayonets. And it's part of the Great Battles of the American Civil War series. Supposedly one that'll help you get into the series more. I have other products about the series, but I haven't got into it because it can get quite challenging. This one here is supposed to help you get into it a little bit, ease the pain a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. It's on my queue, but I got a lot of things on my queue working. And there's going to be more to come in May on Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be doing the War Board Games project that I've been doing, and this will be part number 5. be at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The project, for anybody that hasn't seen it before, is one of the viewers asked me to do a project where I would just give a quick little review of every war board game that I own and I have played. So this is part 5. We're getting close to the end. It should be a part 6, but it's only going to be a real short one. Part 5 is a little bit longer, so check it out. Tuesday for 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if there's anything that you request that you'd like me to check into or do, let me know. I'll check into it. If I can do it, if it's reasonable, I'll do it. I've almost bit off a little bit more than I could chew on this board games project, but I'm glad I got it done. Yeah, so let me know, even if it costs me a little bit of money. So I had that one working, and I did get one other video request that I should be able to get done relatively soon. It's a video request from the Saturday gang that listen to my music and that. They said they would like to see a video of my audio equipment, where it is, and where my storage of my CDs and albums are. So I'll be doing that one for them too. So let me know if you like anything. My personal gaming activities this month, of course, Superstar Baseball. We're into season 26 is underway with 5 owners and 20 teams. Each owner owns 4 teams. We play 30-game seasons and then the playoffs and so forth. Don't have to be local in fact, we're in Southern California, 4 of us, but we have one owner that's in Tennessee. We play via Discord. We got the cameras, and he's got his cards, he's got his dice. We got our cameras and dice, and whenever his games are on, he comes up, and we have a time difference we have to work with, but it's working out just fine. This is the 2nd season with him, and it's a lot of fun. So if you're interested in things like that, hit me up. Let me know. I'll give you some more information about it. And then Purple Haze, which is a solo Vietnam War game. We lead a squad of Marines, is just about done. The video should be coming out this week. I did a little demo on it. I tried to cut down on how many spoilers there are in it, but I don't know if that ruined the video or not. Maybe so. But anyway, not the best because I was trying to hide things, but it'll give you an idea of the gameplay. What's on the table? Working still that Hood Strikes North from Multi-Man Publishing. I'm still in the process of trying to learn and understand that one. Fallen away from it for a couple of weeks, and now I'm going to have to go back and refresh from what I already learned and try to get it back on the board. And also, I'm at the table learning right now as far as warboard games go is D-Day at Omaha Beach. June 6th is D-Day. And I'm refreshing myself with that. I intend on playing it on June 6th. Last year I got caught up and the game ended with a catastrophic loss for me. So I'll see if I can make it better this time. We'll see. That's fun. Yeah, I'm still playing back to basics baseball and season ticket baseball. I think I'm going to have some hockey bones coming up here pretty soon, but we'll see. June, what do we got going on? What do I have planned for June? Oh, we got 3 people up there. Oh, whoever's up there, if you got something you want to talk about, this is not only the end of the month report, just bring it up. If you got a question or something you want to bring it up. I'll be glad to. Don't worry about interrupting me. We have 3 people watching now. That's pretty cool. Okay, for June channels, of course, your thoughts about everything will be much appreciated. As you can see, scrolling across the bottom, on June the 8th, we'll be talking about 17. The second thing there is to see is the War Board Games Project Part 5. That's on next Tuesday on May 27th. The 17th is on June the 8th at 3 p.m. And then the June Q&A like this one is, and the end of month report is on June 29th. And the War Game Project after Tuesday will continue. Number 6 is to be developed. That's going to be a short one, and that'll bring that project to an end. Let's see. Unboxings will continue. If I get something in, I'll bring it up, or if I pull something off the shelf that's been sitting there for ages screaming to get the shrink off, let's just take a look at it. PC games, I'll still be doing my PC games, my American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, Tower Simulator 3 for sure. I always say I want to get Starfield back in. I never do, so I just said it again, did I? All right, never mind. And then the hey Joe, yeah, okay. That's going to be my first. My first Hood Strikes North. I will be glad when I get to learn and get to play. Uh, I'll definitely leave some comments about it. This is my first endeavor into the Multi-Man Publishing's great campaigns of the American Civil War. I have more than Hood Strikes North, but I was told that Hood Strikes North is the best word for people to get into the system, and that's what I'm trying to learn. Also with that one, I'll be glad to get back with you on that one. Let me make a little note here because with the old age, I'll forget. Okay. Okay, I'll be doing still be doing my Saturday music ones, which is that I talk about. That I show you just the media that I've listened to during the week. That's normally like my early day. I sit there, I have some coffee, I got some music on. Maybe sometimes if it's not too deep of a music, might even do a little reading while I'm listening to it. More sport games coming. Playoff pitch, Fall Classic Baseball will be back. APA Baseball will be back. A little bit more APA this month because I'm going to be starting to refresh my mind on that one. I'm on the 1961 Tigers, which I already have a project doing. Their replay of 1961, but I also will be taking the 61 Tigers to Vegas in July to participate in the Las Vegas APA Championship. Been up there 6 or 7 times. Have a lot of fun up there. 3-day tournament. Chris White's the director and does a good job. Of course, I said hockey moms, maybe inside the crease. Hockey is starting to wind down, and everybody knows that when basketball's winding down, I might get another basketball game or two. But when the real games end, I normally pull things off of the channel for a while and take a break on them also. Then that gives me a chance to refresh by playing some other stuff. And I'm still looking to get another History Maker golf tournament in. And of course, I always say I'm going to do updates on my Superstar Baseball. And I keep forgetting about it. We play that every week, and so I'm busy during the week, start of the week, and then I have a tendency to forget about giving you an update of how we're doing and everything. I think we're about. Most teams have 3 games in for the season, and some teams have 4. So that's where we're at this point in time. We're playing in division games right now. All right. Like I said before, go down there and let's see. I also said for solo playthroughs and multiplayer, Purple Haze is coming, and then also the D-Day at Omaha Beach on June the 6th. I don't know what time I'll be doing that yet. And I don't even know if I'm going to be doing that live. I'm probably going to do it and record it because it's on a different. When I'm live like this, I'm in one area, but when I'm playing the games in another area, then I find it hard to go live on those ones. So I don't know. I'll check into it. Let you know. If I do go live, I'll put out a notice that I'm going live. Again, don't forget to hit that bell down there. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Oh, we're moving right along pretty quickly here today. We're now down to my favorite sports teams. If you got any favorite sports teams, Joe, let me know what they are. Detroit Tigers, they're off to a really great start again, and they just finished a tough series where they lost the first 3 games to second place Cleveland. It's in the same division. That's not very good. But this morning, their star Tarek Skubal pitched what you don't see very often in baseball anymore, a complete game shutout. To win the 4th game of the series, so they didn't get it. Cleveland didn't get a sweep on them, but again, Cleveland beat them 3 out of 4 times. But Detroit's still in first place in the AL Central. So having some fun stuff going on with them this year. Buffalo Bills. I don't have anything really to talk about the NFL or the Buffalo Bills at this point in time. if you're really interested in some football news and that, you might want to check out the channel Nickel City Mafia. That's operated by my son. They do a lot on NFL, on the Buffalo Bills. They do some on the Buffalo Sabres. They do fantasy football, a lot of good stuff on that channel. So check them out. It's Nickel City Mafia. Okay, then what have we got? The Boston Celtics, wow, ousted, the defending champions ousted in the second round. So much for a repeat. They were looking so good going until they got to the playoffs. And then, that last game, devastating news with Jason Tatum, I think is the man, the face of the kind of ruptured Achilles. He's going to be out for a long time, probably all next season. Now, that's Boston's has a real problem this year, and I wouldn't want to be their general manager, Stevens, because they have so much money. They're in danger of the luxury taxes, and they have so much salary. They got to cut back on some of the salary, so there's going to be some moves, and I would predict that maybe Christian Porzingis is going to go. That'll save them like 25, 30 million a year, and I would not be surprised if finally, because it's been talked about for years, that maybe a deal will be worked out and Jaylen Brown will be traded. Yeah, he's one of their stars, but he's got the big salary too, and he might be traded for a lot of really good assets. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see what he does to get themselves out of the hole as much as they're in as far as the salaries go. No. The Buffalo Sabres. Well, on top of a bad season, again, which they did not make the playoffs for heaven knows how many years in a row now. They were in the 7th position on the NHL draft lottery, and they went back. They came out of it with the 9th pick now. So when it's going bad, it's going bad. One of the Buffalo guys, Tage Thompson, just scored a goal in overtime to win the U.S. team to win gold in the tournament that they're playing in. So that's pretty cool to hear some good news about one of their players. Oh, nobody up there wanting to talk today, I guess. Well, about me, how am I doing? I've been doing fair. I'll only say fair this week, okay? Because my back's been really, really bothering me lately. And besides that and some other reasons, tomorrow's Memorial Day, and this is going to be the first time in 13 years that I will not be going to Riverside National Cemetery to see the flags and honor the veterans down there and all there. My son's down there, and so is my brother down there. But this back is prohibiting me from this year, so I'll do something locally. I'll go over here. I have a stepdad's up in one of the parks up here that celebrates Memorial Day too, so I'll go up there and visit tomorrow. And then, like I said, health-wise, I'm doing okay except for the back. That wraps up all of the thing I was going to report on this week already. Joe, you got anything you'd like to talk about? I take it that since you want some information on, want my opinion on Hood Strikes North, that you're a war gamer. What do you, if you are, what do you favor? Are you like Civil War, the Napoleonic era, World War I, World War II, or just good war game? Yep, you got to remember the veterans. I am a veteran also, 20 years in the Air Force. And my son, like I said, my son and my brother were veterans too, and they're both down in the Riverside National Cemetery. Mostly war games. Okay, cool. Any particular type of a war game? When I got back into gaming a while back ago, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years, whenever that was, I got back into gaming. I got back in war games first, and then I primarily liked the World War II. Then after a while, I would say that my primary focus right now, I got a World War II and a Vietnam game on the tables working. But I think my primary focus has been the U.S. Civil War. And because I've learned so much about history, because every time I do one of those battles, I read a book about it. Hex and Connor, World War II. Okay, cool. So watch me get clobbered on June the 6th when I play D-Day at Omaha Beach. That's been one of the top rated games for years now. And John Butterfield has done a great job on that. He kicks my butt. I do this one in June, and then in November I do Tarawa, and I get like butt kicked in that one too. Yeah, so as I said, whenever fight doing a battle in the U.S. Civil War, I read a book about it. So I learn more about there, and then I know the more I know about that particular battle, then I get a better thematic experience from the game also. Well, nobody else come on. There's one other person watching. Nobody else come on. I guess that maybe Memorial Weekend, everybody's busy doing barbecues and stuff like that. Nothing going on with me. I have family that live up here in High Desert, but they're out of town too. So it's been pretty quiet. It's going to be a pretty quiet weekend. All right. Well. Well, I'm going to just wait a couple more minutes, Joe. If you have anything else you want to talk about, bring it up. If nobody else comes on, somebody else just came on is watching. If you got anything you're watching, if you're out there watching and you want to talk about something, fire it up there in the comments so we can get back with you and get a conversation going. I play Revolutionary War up to the Modern War. Yeah, I have some Revolutionary War games. In fact, one of the ones that I have that I'm going to be playing here this summer or whenever I get to get some through them on the table. Because after I get those two that I got going now, I think I'm going to do a U.S. Civil War game. Then I'm going to do Washington's War. But I'm going to be using the CDG solo system for the first time using Washington's War. I've played it before with multiplayer, but I've never played it using the CDG system that Stuka Joe developed, and then he gave it to or signed it over to a GMT Games for get the system refined. And Washington's War is going to be the first one that I give a run at with that one, and that'll be next couple months too. Trying to remember what other Revolutionary War games I have. Don't have many of them. That may be the only one. Washington's War is a pretty cool game. It's pretty neat game. Like I said, I have played it before. Multiplayer, the two-handed. And I did dabble with it solo before the CDG gaming system came out. So I had to make up some stuff in that. But this one here, this will be the first time using that system to help play that solo. I don't think I have any Civil War on my games on order list. I'm trying to bring it up here real quickly. Nope. Next one I'm looking to getting in, I think they're going to start shipping probably the end of this month, the beginning of June, is from Flying Pig Games. It's the Rock of Chickamauga, the U.S. Civil War game. I'm looking forward to that one. It's the first closest one I think that I have to shipping. Yeah, War Games. I haven't been there now for about 4 years, but Rebel Fury. Yeah, another Mark Herman design. I do like that. I do have Rebel Fury, and I have played the. I like it because I like the movement aspect of it, where like in most of our hex and counter games, the unit's got so many movement points it moves and then it's done. Well, I like the way Herman's got that developed, where everybody keeps on moving until you either reach a place where you can't move anymore, or you pause it, or put them on pass or hold. I like that a lot. I did play I think it was the Fredericksburg solo port scenario. I think I have a video on that on the channel. Yeah, that is very unique movement. I kind of like that. I kind of like that, and I'd like to be able to play it someday with multiplayer. But like I said, I haven't been up to. I used to go to Consim World in Tempe, Arizona, for the big week-long wargaming convention up there, and I haven't been up there since 2020 probably, and so I miss playing with other people a lot. And I can't finding war gamers around me to play is almost impossible. I have tried and tried. I'm lucky enough to have been able to find one or two sports board gamers around here. Yeah, in fact, as far as Rebel Fury goes, I have Army of the Potomac, the next one on P500. I have that one on order for that series. Yeah, looking forward to it. Wouldn't have jumped into it. I wouldn't have ordered it so quickly if I didn't like the first one that came out so much. Plus, Mark Herman does such great design, but he makes some games that I stay away from because they're so big. Yeah, I've met Mark a couple times at that Consim World convention. Nice guy. Other creator that I met up there that I talked to one day and had a good time talking with was Stuka Joe. He came in from Europe to the convention. And unfortunately, that's going to be the week right before I'm going to Vegas for the baseball tournament up there. So I can't be away for 2 weeks in a row like that. So I'm going to miss it again this year because I like the baseball. We normally have, I don't know, 20 to 30 guys that show up from all over the country to play in that tournament up in Vegas. That's what I was trying to think of. That Pacific War is the one I was trying to think of when I said that it was so big. I just couldn't bring the name to the front of the old brain that. Have you played that Pacific Wars? And I guess with the follow-up question would be, if you have, is it solo friendly? No, you haven't played it yet. Okay. Do you have a group of people around you that play war games, or are you in a kind of a boat like I am, where if it's a solo, I'm the only one? It's not so solo friendly. Okay. Do you have other players that are around you? Yeah, I try to some of those other games that are not solo friendly. Try to play them sometimes with two hands, but I have to play the best that I can. No one local except for my son. My son's not a not much of a board gamer anyway. He's not. I can't call him local, but he's an hour and a half away from me. So I basically pretty much have put myself to the thing of if it's not solo friendly, I stay away from it anymore because it's almost like a waste of money. It sits on the shelf and I don't get to enjoy it. That's why I like the U.S. Civil War games. I go a lot of the Revolution games and the Blind Sword system, and then we got the Black Swan system and the Battle Battle Union series, and they're because they're all chit pool systems that makes them very, very friendly. Ted Racer's game, I have a couple of his. The one that I really enjoyed, and that is chit pool too, is the Dark Sands, North Africa. That's a pretty cool game. It's got a pretty big map on it, but it's a pretty cool game. And I have played that solo, and I've also played it down in Tempe with another person. Yeah, chit pool is great for that. Last year, I probably got into my first States of Siege game, and it's called Jeff Davis, the Confederacy, or something. What is it called? Jeff Davis, the Confederacy Award. That was my first one. It's a pretty fun game, and that's solo. And I haven't broken out yet. I have stuff from the Heroes and Lock and Load Tactical. I have 3 games by them, and that's not solo friendly. However, I do have the solo expansion that I have not broke out yet to try that and see how that works with the game. Another solo one that I just finished a little while ago, and I got a couple videos on the channel up there, is Save South Vietnam from Fortress Games. That's nice, good, pretty nice solo game there too. Of course, another good one from World War II. It's not Hex Encounter, but it's area movement, area control, I guess you would call it, and it's Pavlov's House. That's pretty good. That's first in the Valiant Defense series, and it's pretty good one. First or second one in there. I haven't bought any of the other ones. I do have Guadalcanal, the Valiant Defense series. I do have Guadalcanal on Kickstarter with DVG. It's David Thompson games. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I was just up on a couple of the websites last night, and Revolution was one of them. And I was looking to see if there's anything that had come around, and I did read about Stalingrad, and that's why it stuck to my mind. I made a little note on that. I may check that one out too, because I've listened to or read really good reviews about that. I haven't heard too much about Manila, but I'll do a little bit more checking on that. So I'm also trying to get the games that I got on either Kickstarter or P500 and get them down, get that list whittled down. It's too many of them up there. Most of them are all, except for North Africa 40 and UE Leader, and Guadalcanal. Most of the rest of them are just U.S. Civil War games. Of course, that I do play the submarine solo games based on the series that Gregory M. Smith developed. I got Raiders of the Deep from World War One, and I have the Hunters and Silent Victory from World War II solo games. One of the and then of course the Leader games, and I haven't played them in a long time, like Phantom Leader Deluxe and B-17 Flying Fortress Leader, and those are some pretty good games. Well, Joe, if you don't have anything else you want to talk about, I'm going to wait about another minute or two, and then I'll shut this session down. I really appreciate you coming on. So I wasn't here by myself today. Reminded me of a few things and gave me some ideas. You're not in Southern California by any chance, are you? Yeah, Joe, good chatting with you too. Come check out my other live streams coming up here, and hope to see you then. So this is SoCal Saber. Thanking everybody that stopped in and out or through, and take care of yourselves out there. Central Alabama, and that's a little too close to commute to. I want to get it. Take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other.